I want to show you some of the tools and websites I like to use when analyzing Bitcoin Ordinal projects, and then also show you some earlier projects that I like and think could potentially follow Bitcoin frogs, which are absolutely on fire right now and have been for a couple of months. Nothing I say in this video is financial advice. Please do your own research. I can go slow when entering ordinals or anything in crypto. Ordinal Hub, I'll put the link in the description to this site. Is a great place to take a look at Ordinal projects and really analyze them. It has everything you need to get a good feel for what the market currently is and then dive deep into projects. So let's take a look at Bitcoin frogs. What I really like to use this for is the charts. This is a great site to see actual charts of ordinal projects. You can see right now that Bitcoin frogs are an all-time high, but it gives you a great idea of where they've been and potentially where they're going. So some other things I like to look at when analyzing ordinal projects is the inscription range. So you can see that Bitcoin frogs is sub 500,000. And when you think about it, there's over 48 million inscriptions currently right now. Anything under 500,000 is pretty early. Floor price, and then you can look at total supply, 10,000, number listed. For charts, ordinalhub.com is my favorite place. You can analyze the charts of any ordinal project here. So Magic Eden is the marketplace I prefer to trade Bitcoin Ordinals on. I do have some videos on that, so please check those out as well. So let's look at some other Ordinal projects that launched around the same time as Bitcoin frogs, have low inscription numbers, and haven't yet really run and could follow potentially frogs. So this is Misprints or Naked Frogs. They are not part of the official Bitcoin frog collection, but they have a very interesting story and they're worth looking at and potentially could be something that could follow if Bitcoin frogs, the actual collection, continues to rip. Since this is associated with it and the history is connected, it's an interesting play to look at. DogePunks is the first 10K collection, Ordinals collection, very low inscription numbers, lots of different owners, so it's pretty decentralized, has a strong following. This is one worth looking at as well. That could potentially follow the Bitcoin frogs run. DogePunks minted the same week as Bitcoin frogs. It has a low inscription range. It's a 10,000 supply. Strong community. Another thing I like to look at is how active are these projects on Twitter. So I go to X and take a look at how many followers they have, and more importantly, how active are they? Do they post often? And as you can see, DogePunks is active, so that's a good sign. I also like to take a look at the team, who's the founder, that kind of stuff, the backstory. I always look into that before ever making a decision to invest in an Ordinals project. I always look at the range, the total supply, owner distribution, obviously floor price, total volume of the project, is it liquid? Then I look at the actual community, go into their Discord, and I also analyze them on Twitter to make sure they are posting regularly. So DogePunks is one that potentially could follow frogs, being early, strong community. Next one I want to show you is Pingus. Again, this is an early project, low inscription numbers. Floor price is currently pretty low, so this one has not picked up steam yet. Again, I'm looking for early projects that have not yet run. 39 Bitcoin total in volume. It's a smaller supply project with 1,300. This one does have a pretty strong community and is definitely worth looking into. Ordinal Geese, some of the inscriptions within this collection are sub 100,000. Right now the floor price is within reach for a lot of people, which is interesting. It has a strong community and they are active on Twitter. Next up, Bitcoin Bear Cubs, another 10K Ordinals project. It's a sub 1 million inscription range project. It's a little bit higher than other ones, but it's had good volume in the past. As you can see, it has picked up, I guess, a little bit looking at activity, but still relatively accessible. This is one worth looking at, jumping in their Discord, and again, taking a look at how active they are on X. So just so you're not confused, this is the original one, Bitcoin Bears. There's only 100 of them, and then they launched Bitcoin Bear Cubs, which is 10K, and that one's much more accessible. Bitcoin Bandits, OG Ordinals project, low range, very low inscription range, 58,000 to 60,000, small supply. Another one that might be worth looking into. BTC machines is one you definitely want to look into. This is one of the original, very low inscription range, small supply, strong community, very active on Twitter. Thanks for watching this video. Please make sure to check out some of my other ones and leave a like if this was helpful. See you on the next one.